Hey guys, Break here and welcome to my Legion Enchanting guide. In this video I will be going over the enchanting profession, what are the best things to make, what is the best character to have it on, and why I think it's probably the best profession to have right now in Legion. So first of all, should you be having this on one of your ults that you don't play very much, or is it quite important to have on your main? And to answer that, I would say 100% you need to have this on your main character. This is for many reasons, the first of which is the disenchant feature, which is just so useful to have. How many times do you do a dungeon, heroic, mythic, or a raid, and you get some gear you don't want? Well, you just disenchant it. Even world quests, you can get gear, you disenchant, and free chaos crystals, which is like a free 200 gold every time. So it's really hard to pass up on that. You don't want to be passing up on that, so 100% disenchant feature is so useful to have on your main character. Doesn't matter what level enchanting you have, disenchant will always be there for you to use, so definitely that is a great little feature. And the second reason you want to have this on your main is the fact that the rank 3s are very important. As with all Legion professions, enchanting has the ranks, rank 1, 2 and 3, and a rank 3 is going to drastically reduce the mats you need to make compared to a rank 2. For example, rank 3 here is 81 out of 10, and here is 81 out of 12. So, you know, 2 Arcanar isn't that much of a big deal, but 10 compared to 12, that's like a 20% or just under 20% decrease, so it is actually quite a big deal, and especially when you're reducing the chaos crystals or whatever else, it's just going to make a big difference overall. And rank 3s are very hard to get if you're not on your main character. Many of them are from Exalted with random factions, and it's pretty hard to get Exalted on an ult. You have to do a lot of work for that. So you want to have this on your main or an ult you play a lot, and you want to be farming out that reputation to get all the rank 3s. And yeah, you can also find some rank 3s from world quests or randomly drops from mobs or from dungeons, so you get what I mean. You want to be doing this on the character you play the most. Look, where is it? Broken Isles world drop. So to get the rank 3 of this is a really, really good enchant that sells well, and rank 3 would just make a big difference. So finally, as will be discussed later, Tome of Illusions sell really well for enchanting. These are old world enchants, old world materials, and you need to have Exalted with certain old factions, which are more likely to have on your main character, such as the Shadowpan and Therazane from Cataclysm. So that's about it for which character you should have this on. Now we're going to be discussing what you need to make. I'm not going to go over how to get enchanting for any of these profession guides. All you have to do is go to the trainer, learn enchanting, do all of the quests in the 4 zones. Once you've completed all the quest chains, you will have unlocked most, if not all, of the recipes, and you can then go to the vendor next to the trainer to buy the rank 2s of quite a few recipes. So once you've done all that, you've got all the rank 2s and you're ready to go, and then it's just a process of looking at the rank 3s. It says next to them where they drop. See, look, next rank, world quest, etc. So, and you want to be collecting as many of those as possible to increase your profits. So there are 3 main things you do with enchanting, and that's not including disenchanting, but that is Legion enchants, that is old world enchants, and that is shuffling. So first up, we're going to go over the Legion enchants. This is going to be your biggest money maker. Look here, the cloak enchants sell really, really well, and they're making over 1,000 profit each enchant. And that includes 300 gold per blood, so you're actually making a lot more than that. Again, with the ring enchants, not quite as good, but still 500 gold for something that sells so often. And again, the neck enchants, usually you get 1,000 gold. Some of them aren't selling so well at the moment, but as you can see, huge profit from all of those different Legion enchants, and they sell so often. How many times do you get a new cloak, a new ring, a new neck? Very, very common, so you want to be putting as many of those on the auction house as possible, getting the cheapest mats possible, and you're going to be getting a lot of gold. As my TSM queue is showing, I really need to start crafting these because I've run out of them on the auction house because they sell so quick. And okay, I need more chaos crystals, but we just go buy them, and we're going to be making a ton of gold from the Legion Enchants. In terms of how you get the materials, you generally just want to buy them. You're going to have a few chaos crystals from disenchanting, and you can get Arcanar from ley shattering ley-like shards. So the ley shatter basically gives you 3 Arcanar per 1 ley-like shard. So look on the auction house here, ley-like shards are 70 gold and Arcanar is 20 gold. So it's cheaper just to buy the Arcanar than ley shatter it. But if the ley lights were 50 gold, then obviously it would be cheaper to buy the ley lights and shatter them. The good thing about enchanting is it doesn't need a crazy amount of Blood of Sargeras. The ring enchants don't need bloods and the neck enchants don't need bloods. It's only the cloak enchants, the best ones, and they only use 2 bloods each. So that's going to be really good because it means you can get another profession, preferably something like leatherworking or blacksmithing or tailoring, on your main as your second profession, because they use a lot of bloods, and that's going to be, it's going to let you have 2 professions running all the time without needing to farm bloods. Stupidly, I have inscription because of the way Vantas runes used to work, and now they've changed that. I'm kind of annoyed I still have it. Inscription hardly requires any bloods, and if you look here, I've got almost 500 bloods, so yeah, I made the wrong choice getting inscription, but that's because it changed how it works. We'll go over that in the inscription video, but it means you can pair enchanting with something like a crafting profession, so you can use your bloods for that, and you can do a shuffle, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So the second thing we're going to talk about, as with all these profession guides, is the old world enchants, the old world crafts that you can do. So for enchanting, you can make old world enchants like +4 agility, +8 strength, whatever, and that's very, very unique situations. It might be useful for people doing time walking stuff, and for people having twinks. It's a pretty low level market, to be honest, to be getting into. You don't really have to bother with that. So if you're keen, sometimes you can get a crazy amount of profit for putting up a +4 agility weapon enchant or something, which I have done and have sold in the past. So if you have TSM, you can always just check, go down, oh look, the River's Song enchant is selling for loads, but that can't be applied to a weapon higher than 600, so that's for twinks, but it does sometimes sell, so you can put those up if you like. But the main old world enchants you're going to be using is the Tome of Illusions. For those of you who watch my Gold Cap Challenge series, Tome of Illusions sell ridiculously well. Like all the time they sell, and they sell for a crazy profit. Just looking at them here, Secrets of Shadowpan, 7,000 gold profit. Tome of Illusion Azeroth, 4k profit. Now these are quite expensive to make, especially say the Tome of Illusion Outland, which requires Primal Fire and Primal Mana. But they do get you really good profits, and they do sell really often, because each of these gives 3 different sort of transmogs. If you didn't know, you can get Weapon Illusion transmogs via these tomes. So look, Northrend gives you Berserking, Greater Spell Power and Icy Chill, all of which look pretty cool on your weapon. So these do sell a lot. Obviously transmogs always a good market, especially with the Transmog Trial of Style competition coming out soon. So these are going to continue to be a great seller. If you're not sure how to get the Tome of Illusions, some of them you can just buy from the normal enchanting vendors. Once you have like level 600 enchanting, you should have unlocked most of them. So if you want to level up enchanting, look up an enchanting leveling guide. The best thing to do is really just level up through Legion Enchants, because each one gives you like 10 levels. They've changed it now, so just using Leylight Shards and Arcanar can get you a ton of levels really quick. That will let you unlock the Tome of Illusions for most of them. Then, like I said, for a couple you do need some reputation. You need Shadowpan Exalted and you need Therazane Exalted. The good thing about those two is not many people have them. Either they don't know or they've got enchanting on an alt who doesn't have the reputation. So as you can see, these two have the highest profit. So I suggest farming out that reputation if you don't already have it. Again, you can look up guides on how to do that. I'm not going to go over that here. But Tome of Illusions overall, just really, really great sellers. You always want to have a few of these up on the auction house because they will sell. And like I say, my Gold Cap Challenge series, both on the US and EU, I've sold hundreds of these. The final good way to make gold with Legion Enchanting is through shuffling. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically disenchanting or lay shattering or using one profession along with another profession in order to increase your profits. For example, if I had jewel crafting, I could create a load of little rings with the low level gems. I could then disenchant those rings in the hopes of getting Leylight Shards, and then I could either sell the Leylight Shards, I could use them to make enchants, or I could lay shatter them into Arcanar and sell the Arcanar. So there's so many ways you can do it. You can also do things such as obliterate enchants. For those of you who don't know, you can obliterate enchants. At least you used to be able to. Don't know if you still can. Let's look and see. So you can't obliterate the very low level enchants, but you can obliterate the ring enchants that use 4 chaos crystals and some Arcanar. So we will, what am I doing? We will craft one of these. We will obliterate it, and we will see what we get. We got 152 ash, so that's 1.5 obliterum. For how expensive are these? 600 gold for the chaos crystals, 700 gold for the Arcanar, so that's 1,300 gold it cost us, and we get 1.5 obliterum, and the obliterum is 1.7 plus a half, so that's 2.5. So for 1,000 something gold we get 2.5k. So you actually get a crazy profit from obliterating. I knew it was profitable, but I guess with obliterum prices so high at the moment still, it's just a really good way of making gold. So we literally just turned 1,300 gold into 2,600 gold via obliterum. You know, we just doubled our gold through a simple shuffle. I might start doing this on a more mass scale. I don't know if I've just told you guys about it. Most of you probably already knew, but there you go. Double your gold through the obliterum enchanting shuffle. I actually can't believe how profitable that is. I used to do it all the time and then it stopped being profitable, but now obviously it's profitable again. So we're going to try it on a mass scale because that's what we do here. We make big golds, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make big golds. You then get on to the auction house and buy up everything. Stack of 38. I've got a couple of stacks of 200. Go for that. There we go. What else? We'll buy the rest of these as well. We'll buy everything under 200 because even at 200 gold you make a good profit from this. But okay guys, so there we go. We bought out a few of each, Arcanar and the Chaos Crystal, and we now have, well, 137 we can make. So we'll work out how much gold that was in a bit, but I'll get back to you once I've made all of these. Okay, so I bought too many mats, but I spent 225k to get these 137 and we are now going to obliterate them all. Now you can get an add-on that obliterates things faster, but I do not have that add-on because I'm not a very professional obliterator. I used to be. I made like 2 million gold in the first 2 days of Legion obliterating. That was with leatherworking stuff. Anyways, I'll get back to you when all this is done, and we'll see how much we've made. Okay, so we got the 180 Obliterum from the 225k, and that gives an initial profit of 307, so almost 100k profit, but we're actually going to be making more than that, as I'll go show you now. We are going to be pretty stacking. If you haven't seen my importance of stack size video, go check it out. Anyway, we're going to be posting in stacks of 5. That's a pretty good way to post Obliterum. As the maximum is 10, so a stack of 10 would also be good, but there's a few stacks of 10 for kind of cheap, and people might not need all 10, so we're going to be stacking at 5. The lowest stack of 5 is at 1,900, so we'll do 1,897 stacks of 5, so 36 stacks of 5. So we're making 1,900 gold per Obliterum. We'll call that 1,800 with the market 5% that the auction house takes. So 1,800 gold times 180 is 324k, so that's 100k profit. Almost instant, as this will sell very quick. So there you go guys, a bit of gold making I just did. Something that you can copy, but Legion Enchanting, so good. Legion Enchants, Old World Enchants, and all the shuffles you can do. So give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.